subject for today is the Bedouins, the Bedouin people. So let's discover some really interesting and amazing facts about the Bedouin people, which are nomads who generally live in Jordan, Iraq, Saudi Arabia, Yemen, and Oman. The term Bedouin means desert people. Desert people. And it's an anglicization of Arabic word Bedu. It was traditionally used to differentiate between nomads who made a living raising livestock and those who worked on farms or lived in towns. Most Bedouins are animal herders who migrate in the desert during the rainy winter seasons and move back toward the cultivated land in the dry summer months. Bedouin tribes have traditionally been classified according to the animal species that are the basis of their livelihood. For example, camel nomads occupy huge territories and are organized into large tribes in Sahara Desert, Syrian Desert, and almost all Arabian deserts. Sheep and goat nomads have smaller ranges, staying mainly near the cultivated regions of Jordan and Syria. Cattle Bedouins are found chiefly in South Arabia and Sudan, and they are called Bakarah or Bakara. Well, now let's discover a fact about Bedouin society. Because Bedouin society, it's a tribal one and patriarchal, typically composed of extended families. Because Bedouin populations are represented inconsistently in official statistics, the number of nomadic Bedouins living in the Middle East, it's difficult to count. But it's generally understood that they constitute a small fraction of the population in the countries where they are present. Alright, so now some traditions. Traditions like camel riding and camping in the deserts are still a popular leisure activities for urban, let's say urban Bedouins who live in the close proximity of the desert or wilderness area and towns. Bedouins are very hospitable. Their hospitality is considered an honor and sacred duty. So visitors are often, even strangers are often invited in to share coffee and are absorbed into the host households for duration of the stay. And we talk about Arabian coffee, which is one of the best. Alright, most Bedouins are Muslim, mostly. And, well, true graves are usually unmarked. Unmarked. Well, in Jordan, for example, I'll talk a few Bedouin societies have remained Christian since the early Islamic period. So, there are a few tribes in the Jordan Desert where the Bedouins are Christians. Alright, let's talk about the Bedouin cuisine, or how they procure and how they cook the food. How can they prepare the food? Well, Bedouin cooking focuses on quantity over style. A traditional diet is comprised mostly of camel milk, rice dates, palm dates, bread, and some special occasion meat. Fish is eaten by those who live along the coast, but it's very hard to get in the middle of desert. How the recipes are prepared. The cooking is done over an open fire. And eating meals are especially a social event. Right. Now, there is a camel culture through the Bedouins because camels are treated like we treat our pets. Their camels are treated like children, like family members, because camels are called the gift of God, or Ata Allah, as they provide transport, milk, clothing, and food. Great care is taken to ensure camels are properly cared for, and it is agreed that camels care for their owners in return. Right. Let's talk about herding, because livestock and herding, principally of goats, sheep, and dromedary camels, comprise the traditional livelihoods of Bedouins. These were used for meat, dairy products, and wool. Most of the staple foods that made up the Bedouins' diet were dairy products. The Bedouin people had to develop foodstuff because of the lack of refrigerators. The Bedouin had to develop foodstuff that could travel with them. So in the absence of refrigeration, they choose food that can be taken. As a result, their diet consisted primarily of milk, meat, and dairy produced from the heads of animals they drove before them. Well, that's interesting. size and hierarchy. They emphasize cooperation, adaptation, accommodation, and family. Family comes first, it's the great value. Second, it's their social activities and culture. How about the language? Well, it seems that the Bedouins have a very common Bedouin Arabic dialect. It's Arabic spoken by the speakers who are considered themselves to be Bedouin origin. Alright, and now about their wearings. Well, Bedouins, they make their own clothes because they are breeding animals, they are herding animals, they make and design their own clothes from wool of their camels, sheep and goats. The design of the and concept of the clothes, it's both functional and fashionable. The traditional male Arab dress is a long white tunic, a sleeveless cloak, and a distinct headcloth. The Madraga Bedouin females wear is long and black dress. They have worn these clothes since time immemorial. Usually it is nicely embroidered with a variety of colors on the chest and sleeves. Underneath, the female Bedouins wear trousers and t-shirts too. Alright, and how they live. This is the last fact. Well, Bedouins developed large tents. They live in tents, they have a nomad life. They live in the very harsh deserted area. And there, the desert is their playground. So they are developed large tents known as Buruit Hajar, Buruyut Hajar. I hope I read it correctly. They could easily erect, dismantle and transport these kind of large tents. They joined together long strips of densely woven camel hair and vegetable fibers to construct the fabric for their long tents. And those long tents are held up with poles fastened with guy ropes. Maybe if you can search on Google about the Bedouin life or Bedouin tents, you're gonna find those generic designs of their tents. Well, that's it for today, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed as well as the others. Thank you very much for watching, and of course, if you aren't subscribed now, it's the time. It's the only support that I'm asking for. Until next time, I wish you all the best, and bye bye. Fantastic.